YouTubers, and welcome back. I know it's been a while since you've seen me, but I am back with another review with Elevate Styles. This time I am going to be installing some wigs for you, so no worries if you don't know what you're doing. I'm going to show you the best of my ability. Nobody or anybody else's, but just a disclaimer, I am not a professional hairstylist. I just know how to make it look good. So today I am going to be reviewing for you straight out the box. Okay, this is Cloud 9 Swiss lace wig, and this one does come in multiple different colors if you don't like the color that I am going to be reviewing. But I'm going to be reviewing the T627, well 27, y'all know, 613, and this is going to be in Chelsea. So this is an HD wig. As you can see right off the white paper, it is given very transparent, so that's why I kept that on, so you can see it better than on my skin. It does have baby hairs on it as well. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out. And we have length on length on length. So if you see me bopping, I'm not crazy. I got some background music today since I'm going to be here for a while showing y'all the install, okay? So let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, girl, this color is cute. That's 27613. So as you can see, it's ombre, but I like that the ombre is like a not like a chocolate brown, but like kind of like a mocha caramel, if that makes sense. And then it goes into the blonde versus like that harsh dark into the blonde. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off the little card that has the care instructions on it and the other colors. All right, so let's get rid of that. She's cute, but we about to show you. Oh, and I apologize. This is a 13 by 6 frontal. You know what that means. We got room to play. We got room to play. So I'm gonna show you with my fingers. So yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove my scar, my Shayla. Just gonna go ahead and put this on. So as far as my cap goes, ladies, let me just show you. So I did melt this down for a previous wig, and it's like falling apart. You know how like, yeah, it's supposed to be like that. The band's supposed to be up here, but due to technical difficulties, I'm just gonna finesse this just a little to make it like kind of like tightened again, and pull the safety band that I did not cut off, thank goodness, back down just to make it a little tighter. I am going to go ahead and recolor this when I'm going to install it, but I'm just going to put the wig on so that you can see how it looks. Alright. Ooh, this has a nice, snug, secure fit, which I appreciate since that I have a small head, guys. Alright, so y'all know my trick. I grab one tab and the other tab, and I rotate like just so that I can make sure each tab is on each side of my ear so that I know that the wig is on proper. I'm going to pull it down just a little because you can see my cap. Alright. So as you can see, this is how it looks on the side. And again, I am going to pull my band up when it's time to install. So that's what you're seeing, that harsh line. It's just my band, y'all. So this is what it's giving. It's giving length. Yeah, I know I'm little, so of course it's out of frame. I don't want to do it like that. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take this off. You're going to need some hair scissors or some good scissors for cutting. I have a pair. And I'm just going to be going here. And what I'm going to do is, to make it easier for you guys watching and for me, I'm just going to cut it while it's on my head. That way you can kind of get an idea of cutting. Because it's always harder for me to cut holding the wig, trying to record. And I just be doing it off camera. So I'm going to do it. If I look off, it's because there's a mirror here. And I cut it right up the middle first. Okay, so that's right up the middle. I cut it right here up the middle. Then I'm going to cut it again right here on the side. All right, and then I cut it again. Oh, just pull your baby hairs back and cut it again on the third. So you should have 3 flaps, so it's easy to cut here. Oh, I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4 flaps. Can't count. So it's easier for you to cut, okay? So I have to look in the mirror, guys, because the camera throws me off and I don't want to mess this up. I never cut in a straight line. As you can see, I'm going up and down, up and down, up and down. So it can like be a little jagged. I normally tear my lace so I can give it that natural like hairline feel or whatever. And that's what I do. It's very unorthodox and I wouldn't suggest it for anybody who hasn't done it before, because I don't want you to be like, oh, I tore off the hair. Ah, ma'am, you were supposed to take your time. So I am just gonna cut it just for you guys. Right down. And that made it easier for me. You see, I cut that. Here's the little flap for that. And I'm gonna do the same thing on each side. Final tab is off. Alright, so I can go ahead and let that back down. Now I'm just going to go ahead and remove the wig. Now this step right here, the next step, like to get the color that you are trying to achieve for like the scalp look, you are going to need some tint spray for your lace, or that's just give you one. Or you can do your foundation, that's the color of your skin, some pressed powder, whatever. But in my case, I do have some lace tinted spray, so that's what I'm going to be using. And I'm just going to lightly spray it. I'm not going to spray it heavy because my skin complexion isn't too dark, so I don't want it to be like chocolate, even though we love chocolate girls. Unfortunately, I didn't get enough melanin. And I'm happy to be a brownie too. So I'm just gonna lightly spray my lace. That made life so much easier for me. I'll let that dry. Of course, I'm gonna do my cap as well. Alright. So a quick little rumpy dumpy dumpy, a little razzle dazzle. It should be cool. Now, what I do is very just not what the people would suggest that you do, but because I don't know how to do it that method, I'm gonna do it my method. So I use the Got to Be gel. I'm gonna use this one here because it's a little bit more tacky than the clear one, the black one. But I prefer the black one over this one, honestly. And I actually apply it to the lace. I'm gonna show you what I mean. So I have my little dot dot, and on my lace, of course, I just take it like around the edges of the lace front too. But again, that's because I want it to be, the glue to be perfectly aligned when I do this. Okay, as you can see, you don't have to do that. Do the method that works for you for applying, but this works for me. I just take that around here because I did the dots before on my head, around my cap, and guess what? It was off. It didn't stick to nothing but the parts that didn't need to be stuck down. And I had to go back and add more glue to my daggone scalp and my forehead, and I didn't quite was a fan of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just have a seat and do this. Boom. Well, here we are with our little crazy method of laying a lace wig. It's on there like school glue. Okay, well, let's start our arts and crafts. Now what I'm going to do is blow dry it. I'm going to take it from high to low, like hot to cold, just to balance it out. So because it's losing, you see how it's getting lighter where it was like really white. It still looks really white on camera. I don't know if it's because of the lights, but it's going clear. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna install it actually, because that means it's a little tacky. Now it's still flipped up, right? So what I'm going to do is grab each tab, align it on my forehead, and throw it back. Boom. I'm gonna throw it back. Okay. Now I'm gonna pull it back, align it up right. Get these little tabs behind my ear, so it's completely pulled back, just so that you don't have any hairs in the way of this process. And then I like to pull down tight. I don't know if you saw it. It was kind of loose, so I pulled it down tight on one end. And I'm gonna go back with the blow dryer and complete it side by side. And as I'm doing it, I am pressing it. Tap, 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 tap. So now that we have some tapped, I'm just gonna take, because I have on foundation and stuff, it's like, yeah, prior. I'm just gonna comb out the little bit that I have. And ladies, do not worry about any mistakes. Mistakes are made, but they can be fixed. This is on nice and tight, nice and secure. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't want much baby hair, but I am going to go ahead and pull out some of it, just a little bit. I'm just gonna pull out a little bit of that baby hair. Alright. So this is all I want out, literally. I'm not really a big fan of, the baby hairs. So I'm just gonna take this little bit here and just cut. And I cut in diagonal. Alright, sorry about that, I'm back. And I'm gonna take some edge tamer. Can't see. Alright. And I'm just gonna apply a little bit of that to the baby hairs that I just pulled out. A lot of people use mousse, a lot of people use got to be gel, regular black gel, whatever you prefer. I prefer this because it's still whole, but it doesn't give me that hard looking hold. And then again, this is synthetic, so if I use the mousse, I can't curl it with my flat iron, if that makes sense to anybody. I can't curl it with my flat iron, so it's not gonna stay the way I want it to stay. Alright, so it is gonna look a little crusty, but I'm gonna show you the trick for the crustiness. So I'm gonna get some paper towel and just a little bit of witch hazel, rubbing alcohol. You can do water because again it's got to be. So I'm gonna lightly clean that up off of my forehead and also around the lace, so you can see how it's starting to look, get that natural white look instead of the crusty, crummy look. And this is Chelsea, y'all. This is gonna be our girl. Super cute, super full, colors vibrant, live. Yes, yes. Get into it. So I am gonna go ahead and add the link down below, as well as all the products that I used in this video. Let's get into it. As well as in the video, and I'm not gonna hold you up. This again is Chelsea, and this is gonna be in our color T6 27613. T6 27613 mix. As you can see, the color is mix. So go ahead and add this one to your cart. Let me know how you liked it, how you installed it, what color you chose, everything. So until next time, I am Treasure, and I'm gonna see you in the next review. Bye.